Hi, my name's Jackie, and I've been attending Southside Christian Fellowship since 2001. Many of you know Billy and I, and one of the worst things for us regarding this lockdown situation is not being able to meet on a Sunday morning for fellowship with our Christian family. The weekly services online, however, have been really good, and having the Zoom chat afterwards has been a real bonus. Chatting about what's been happening over the last week, almost as if we're in the blue room in the town hall with a cup of tea or coffee. We're on the musicians' rota and really miss meeting and rehearsing with the praise leaders, and of course helping to lead worship on a Sunday morning. We also miss meeting with our Connect group on Thursday evenings. However, the last 3 weeks we have managed to meet again via Zoom. It was just fantastic seeing everyone again, catching up and sharing stories, just like we have done in the past. As I said, many of you Southsiders know us and our daughters, Alison and Lynn. We are so thankful that Lynn and her family live locally, as we've had a few socially distanced visits in either their garden or in our garden. Alison, on the other hand, lives with her family just south of Stonehaven. We used to visit fairly regularly at weekends, sometimes for longer, and so of course it's been tough not being able to do this. We've 4 amazing grandchildren, so we've been using FaceTime and or Zoom to see and chat with them really whenever we want. It's so good having these online ways to keep in touch. But we're desperate for the time we can meet them face to face and hug again. Over these weeks, we've been reading books to them, either through FaceTime or Zoom, and it's been really enjoyable. Stories like The Secret Garden, The Railway Children. Currently, Treasure Island's being read, and I'm not sure who's enjoying it most, Papa or the grandchildren. Over the past 14 weeks, I've been volunteering with the 1010 Trust as a call handler. This means I answer and make calls Monday to Friday, taking details from families who, for whatever reason, are struggling to afford to buy food, perhaps due to being furloughed or losing their job, or they could be struggling with physical and or mental health issues and cannot and don't want to go out to do food shopping. There are many reasons for people making contact, and the 1010 Trust ensures no one goes hungry in South Ayrshire. It's been an enormous privilege to help out. Many of our recipients' situations are sad. Many of them live chaotic lifestyles. But if they phone looking for help, that's what they get. No one is turned away. We get to know the folk who phone in, as many are regular callers, and often after taking their details, we chat about the current situation, the weather, their families, etc. Many are so grateful for these food boxes, saying they don't know how they would have managed without the 1010 Trust, and how delicious the chilled meals have been. This has been a massive operation carried out by a huge number of volunteers. Phone calls, food prep, cooking and portioning meals, transporting food, cleaning, packing boxes, and finally delivering the food boxes to homes throughout South Ayrshire, from Tarbolton to Ayr, from Girvan to Barassie, and all the villages and towns in between. It's been a fantastic team to work with, and I never cease to be amazed at the readiness of the volunteers to step in, often at the last minute, to help with a particular job or task. Every morning there's an opportunity to meet on Zoom for prayer time. This is followed by a Zoom chat for the call handlers, when we receive updates, discuss any issues, chat about what's happening personally, sometimes crying, and more often than not laughing. It's been such a great way to get to know people better and to make new friends and to have that vital social interaction. And I truly believe has helped me personally cope during these 14 weeks. Lockdown, for me and possibly many others, has given me a reality check. No longer will I take for granted the really important things in life, such as having a meal with the family, having family get-togethers, going out for a coffee or a meal with a friend, getting a hug from our children and grandchildren, going to the hairdresser, and many, many more examples. But what has God been saying to me? Simply to hand worries and concerns to Him in the knowledge that He will deal with them and answer my prayers. I often pray saying I am handing over a situation to God. Then within 5 minutes, I find myself trying to work out the solution, work out in my head, and basically I always end up back at square one. I'm not good at handing it over and then leaving it. So a light bulb moment happened one day while I was out my daily walk. I had taken a 1010 phone call, which had been from a challenging caller who'd been a bit aggressive and not very pleasant. We'd been advised to report any such calls or situations to Dylan, so I promptly did just that, telling him to listen to the call as they are all recorded for monitoring purposes. Dylan's response was, "That's fine, leave it with me, I'll sort it." That was that. I did leave it. Knew 100% it was sorted. Didn't think about it again, and certainly did not revisit and ponder over the problem. Dead easy, all sorted, job done. I truly believe God used that situation to show me that this is exactly how I should be when I pray to Him. To leave it with Him, don't think about it again. God, my Heavenly Father, will sort it. After all, the Bible is full of His promises regarding prayer, such as in Mark 11, verse 24, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." And in Jeremiah, from the Good News version, "The Lord is always listening. Prayer is just our direct line to Him." I have always believed that God will make good out of a bad situation. I've seen this so many times throughout my life. And I'm pretty sure He has made a lot of good out of this lockdown time. For me, it was my light bulb moment. And I will certainly bear that lesson in mind during my prayer times. Thank you for listening, and God bless.